So we're going to be looking at Instagram TV, or known as IGTV, and video editing. My name is Sanique and I'm the Residence Life Coordinator at Centennial Place Residence. So in today's agenda, we'll be looking at what IGTV is, video requirements, the upload process, insights view, some examples of Centennial Place's IGTV, and video editing 101. So what is IGTV, or Instagram TV? It is a streaming platform that can be accessed from inside the Instagram app, or it can be a standalone app. It allows for up-close and personal video experience with viewers, as it encourages the video content to be vertical or portrait versus traditional landscape. But it also allows for landscape videos as well. The vertical videos gives a better mobile experience, and therefore people are more inclined to watch as they don't have to rotate their phones to watch the video. A bonus about the IGTV is that you can add a series and upload into the series section without adding to the feed. Video requirements. Whenever you're uploading an IGTV, it has to be more than a minute long. If it's not over a minute, it will not be an IGTV and it will just be uploaded to your Instagram feed as a regular video. The maximum length for uploading when using your mobile device is 15 minutes, while it's 60 minutes for a web or browser upload. Whenever you're uploading, the file type has to be MP4 or it will not upload to your feed. The video resolution and size. In terms of aspect ratio, the vertical aspect ratio has to be 9:16, while the horizontal aspect ratio has to be 16:9. The minimum frame rate is 30 frames per second, and the minimum resolution is 720 pixels. The maximum size when you're uploading a video that's 10 minutes or less is more or less 650 megabytes, while the maximum size for a video that's up to 60 minutes is 3.6 gigabytes. If at any point in time the size is higher than any of these size recommendations, it will not upload. Now, it's recommended that whenever you do take an IGTV video and you need to upload that to Instagram, there should be a cover photo. The recommended size is 420 pixels by 654 pixels, or a ratio of 1 to 1.55. Now, if you look at the image to your left, you will see that the IGTV appears in the Instagram grid and it's cropped to a ratio of 1 to 1. Now, typically that's what your Instagram grid looks like. That's the size for it, and you can have IGTV that covers that span. For the IGTV video that appears in the Instagram feed, it can also be cropped to a ratio of 4.4 to 5. And then whenever you are viewing the actual Instagram TV video, it shows you the maximum aspect ratio of 9:16 for the vertical and a minimum aspect ratio of 4 to 5, because sometimes what happens is that you get the full screen of the video, but if, let's say, you recorded a video in a landscape format, then you will only see a 4 to 5 aspect ratio. The upload process through the Instagram app. Now, depending on what type of device you're using, when you're ready to upload to Instagram, you want to tap the plus button and then choose the video that you want to upload. You then want to adjust your video view by using the toggle button, and then when you're satisfied, you want to press next. Then you want to select long video because this is the option for IGTV, and tap continue. You then want to scroll along the video snippets to choose your cover photo, or if you have a photo added to your camera roll, you could tap the plus button and then choose from that option. You then want to enter a title and a description, totally up to you, but since this is for the property, I encourage you to add a title and a description. You then want to tap add to series if you are creating a series. If not, then you don't have to do this option. You should toggle between the post a preview button to the on position, because this allows viewers to see that IGTV on your Instagram feed, and they don't have to necessarily just go into the IGTV section only to see the video. Then you want to toggle to make visible on Facebook to put that into the on position, and that's if your Instagram natively is already connected to your properties Facebook channel. Now, if you're uploading to the web, all you need to do is to get your computer, open your web browser, and go to your Instagram page. Go to your profile and then click IGTV. You want to then click upload. Again, you're just tapping the plus button to choose the video you want to upload. Enter the title and description, and then you can also choose the option to share a preview to your Facebook page or your Instagram feed, and then you're good to go. The insights view is really important to the residence life department and the residence life coordinator, as this is where we get to see how many residents, students, or viewers are engaging with the contents that we're posting. It is especially important now that we're having a lot more virtual programs and events that we're hosting, that we check often the insights view. Now you can do this by tapping on the 3 consecutive dots, whether vertical or horizontal, to open the video, and then you'll be able to see the insights. So this shows things such as likes, comments, view counts, average percentage of videos watched, and there's also an audience retention graph. Some programs that have been hosted on IGTV at Centennial are like hygiene best practice, health and wellness, job hunt. There's even the Instagram live tour on there. Some other programs that we're looking to host includes academic success, a financial lit program, manage the kitchen, and so many more. Now with IGTV, we're able to have longer videos and the residents are able to always watch it. So let's say, for instance, you host a program on Instagram Live and you have that content saved, you can add it to your property's Instagram as an IGTV. So for people who were not able to view it, or let's say, you know, the 24 hours for the live has surpassed and the video is now gone, people who haven't been able to view it or wanted to watch the live but wasn't able to can see that video on IGTV Live, and then that's just better overall because the program was great, the content was good, and everyone is still being able to see it and they can watch it as many times as they want to. Now let's talk a little bit about video editing. As student staff, you'll have to be the one to record the videos of your programs or content, especially if it's one where you still have to be practicing social distancing and you have to do it within your room or in a common area that's open. So you will have to be the one to record these videos and then send it off to your RLC to upload, or your leasing manager to upload to your Instagram profile. So to make it easier when you have recorded these videos, if you have a bunch of footage that you didn't take one clean shot of filming and you need to piece it together, we'll talk a little bit more about video editing. So video editing is the process of manipulating and rearranging video shots to create something new that has a streamlined flow and that it's fluid. The goals of video editing is to remove unwanted footage, use the best footage, create a flow, and then you can also add effects, graphics, and musics. This I find to be very helpful, and it keeps the residents and the viewers a little bit more engaged, especially if you have like background music. So sometimes, depending on where you're filming, there may be like this ambient buzzing or humming, maybe due to like a vent going off or something. So adding a little background music, it keeps the viewers interested and engaged, especially if it's a little rhythm or tune that they know, they like, you know, will be more inclined to watch. And then you can add graphics and effects, and we find that keeps everyone engaged. With respect to music, you can get music anywhere online. It has to be the music that is not copyright. If it is copyright, then we can't post that to our page. You can get non-copyright music or free music by just Googling, a Google search for free YouTube music or free video music, right? And there are a lot of content creators out there that allows you to use their stuff, but they just ask for you to credit, right? So give credit where it's due. And if you're using any of those content creators' music, then be sure to credit them. Now, some tips for recording videos, especially if you're using your smartphone. You want to ensure that you have a clean lens and that it's free from dirt and debris, because then that will just give us a very grainy video content. You want to check your and set your settings. So the three commonly used video settings are 1080 pixel at 24 frames per second, 1080 pixel at 30 frames per second, and 1080 pixel at 60 frames per second. Now, the higher you go with the frames per second, the more fluid and real life the video looks. It just looks flawless. You want to ensure that your image has some sort of stability, or there's some sort of stabilization. Some smartphones have built-in stabilization gyroscopes that adjust accordingly. So let's say you have your phone in your hand and you're walking, it kind of tends to get a little bit shaky. So that's what we want to try to prevent as much as possible. So how do you do that? You want to brace yourself and tuck your elbows to your side as you hold the phone in front of you. You want to use two hands instead of one, because sometimes one can get so unstable. Or you could place the phone against something for support. You can also use tripod stands, clamps, stabilizer rigs. The options are endless there. And you want to ensure that you're pacing yourself, that you're not rushing to do the video, or you're not going from one clip to the next. And if, let's say, you are taking the video like different shots at a time and you don't think you have that perfect video, then I recommend that you reshoot that shot until you get it perfect, because a more flawless and fluid video content is more engaging, and we're more likely to watch that. You want to think about the purpose of your video. So if you are going to be posting it to the Instagram feed, then you could just do it in landscape, right? That's preferred. It's actually suggested. Like, that's what you should do. If you're doing a video for your Instagram story, then portraits is preferred, because then it covers the entire phone screen. And the viewers are not going to want to turn their phones anyways to watch the videos. And it's the same for IGTV. Even though you can also use the landscape mode, portrait mode is preferred. You want to think about framing. So you're filming a video and or a picture. You want to ensure that your subject is in the frame. It may be worthwhile to go into your phone settings and turn on the grid lines for balance, because this helps you to see, where the center is, for if you want to have an off-center subject vibe going on, or if you want to just have your muse in the middle of the video. It's really important for balance and keeping things in line. Zooming. Please, at all costs, try to avoid zoom in while you're recording. This diminishes the crispness and the clarity of the video, and it gets a little bit shaky, and you may miss something. So instead of zooming in or using the zoom, you may want to move a little bit closer to the subject as necessary. Or if you are super expert at video editing, you can do that zoom in effect. Avoid using the flash. This messes up the temperature. It skews the temperature of the videos if the LED on the phone is too bright. So instead of using the flash, you want to find an alternate source of lighting. It could be a ring light, an umbrella, softbox, natural light, sun, the moon, or another phone light pointed at the source. But avoid using your flash at all costs. So some video editing software that you can use. A lot of these options are free, but they do have some cost to them. It's not a lot. It's just more or less that you have to pay for the premium features, but for the most part, it's free and they're very good. So Vimeo.com, WeVideo, Video Show, KineMaster, iMovie, Final Cut Pro 10, Magisto, Videon, Pinnacle Studio, or Adobe Premiere Rush. Any of these you can use, especially if you don't have a video editing system on your computer, your iPad, your phone. A lot of these are just online and you could use them. Now, if you have any questions with respect to video editing, you could connect with your RLC. I'm sure they have a lot of tips for you because that's what we've been doing for the entire summer, just a lot of video programs for our Instagrams and our lives. So just connect with them, or you could just connect with me if you have any questions.